Is Wixom, Michigan one of those hidden gem cities in Metro Detroit? That question and many more are going to be answered right now. What's going on, everyone? Andrew McMahon here with Living in Michigan, a Michigan realtor helping people like you buy, sell, and invest in the amazing state of Michigan. So feel free to reach out anytime, as I have helped several people across the country do just that. And with that being said, Wixom has never been a part of that conversation. And based on what I know and what I've seen myself about the city, an interesting question is, why not Wixom? Wixom has always been that place growing up for me where we'd simply get off at the Wixom exit when traveling along I-96, and even as a Michigander myself, if that exit wasn't named Wixom, or I didn't play roller hockey at Total Sports Complex as a kid, I probably wouldn't have any idea the city existed, and many of the state's current residents have that same mentality. And it wasn't up until a few years ago where I truly understood the city and what it had to offer, hence why it's a hidden gem among other reasons. Novi, Milford, Farmington, Northville, and Brighton were always part of the conversation for anyone relocating to the state of Michigan, but no matter how big their home search radius was, Wixom was still never a part of that conversation, even though it was right in the middle of it all. Well, I'm going to make it part of this one. Like I said, Wixom is located right off of I-96 between Milford, Novi, Commerce Township, and South Lyon. The city covers roughly 9.36 square miles and has a population of just over 17,000 people. A lot of people think this city is newer and refer to it as Novi's little sibling because Novi is such a high traffic area and a popular destination not just for shopping, but for the Providence healthcare system as well. In reality, both cities were first settled in the 1830s and actually get along a lot better than most siblings, believe it or not. Wixom is a cornerstone for the manufacturing and production industries in Oakland County, while Novi area is more about the shopping experience. With all that being said, it's no secret that Wixom has a great centralized location to a lot of those nearby cities I mentioned, an easy commute to I-96, all while having a 35-mile or so commute to downtown Detroit. But don't let the manufacturing and production aspects scare you. The city of Wixom has done a great job creating a one-of-a-kind downtown space for their residents that's truly unlike any other. No, it's not extravagantly large by any means, but it has everything you could ever need and just a little more. On the other hand, it's not like this is way out in the country with one restaurant and one gas station for miles and miles. This city has enough nearby amenities that it would be difficult to complain about. If you ever have a chance to walk around Sibley Square Park and see the fountains across the street on Center Boulevard, it's a great experience. On top of that, there's a strip of restaurants nearby that include anything from your typical American cuisine to Italian, Mediterranean, and of course the bar food scene, with several neighborhoods consisting of apartments, condos, and single-family homes being in close proximity. As far as the home prices go, Wixom falls right in the middle of the nearby communities. Taking a look at this chart provided by the MLS showing the 3-year progression of home prices, we have Wixom, which is in blue, Novi, which is in green, Milford, which is in yellow, and South Lyon in red. Wixom and Milford share a very similar price point as they intertwine over the last few years, whereas South Lyon comes in much lower and Novi comes in much higher. As of recording this, there are only 17 homes for sale in the city of Wixom. So just to give you some more visuals, I'll show you the cheapest home along with the most expensive to give you an idea of how far you can stretch your dollar right now. Starting off with the cheapest home, just over $229,000, we have this second level, 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom condo located right off of Wixom Road between West Maple Road and Pontiac Trail. It has 1,125 finished square feet, no basement, a 1-car garage, a commons area with a pool, and it was built in 2006. Taking a look at these images, there's not that ooh-ah factor by any means, but it has brand new carpet, it's freshly painted, and has a very spacious living room despite the smaller size kitchen. There's also an association fee of $230 a month that includes ground maintenance, snow removal, sewer, and internet. Taking a look at the most expensive home on the market right now in Wixom, we have this $575,000 new construction home with 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, 2,490 finished square feet with a basement and a 3-car garage. Located north of West Maple Road off of Wixom Road near the Wixom Habit Park, this home is move-in ready in the Walled Lake School District. This home has a $400 HOA fee, but it doesn't state exactly what that covers. Another notable thing to keep in mind whether you're looking to move to the area or potentially look into some investment opportunities, Wixom is fairly even to the rent to own ratio. There's actually 51% of the residents that are renting versus owning. booming. So if you're thinking of a good area to invest, consider looking into Wixom area because rentals are not that uncommon. And with these rankings from niche.com, it further supports the opportunity. Wixom ranked 30 out of 337 best suburbs for young professionals in Michigan, number 33 out of 337 most diverse suburbs in Michigan, and number 61 out of 815 best places for young professionals in Michigan. Taking a look at the overall grade given to Wixom based on the public schools, housing, jobs, cost of living, outdoor activities, crime and safety, nightlife, diversity, weather, health and fitness, along with commute, Wixom earned an A. The only notable reason it wasn't an A+ is because the weather was rated at a C+, which is pretty typical for most Michigan city rankings because you either love the weather or you hate it. There never seems to be an in-between. People either like the dry and hot year-round or appreciate this state for having all 4 distinct seasons. Some other notable things about the city of Wixom are the city events. Like I have said, Wixom was always this back burner city in my mind for several years, but the city itself has a better event calendar than many of the desirable cities in Southeast Michigan. Anything from skate nights and Michigan winery bus tours to family fun nights and summer concert series, this little town does a pretty good job at maintaining a community feel despite it being known to be a manufacturing and industrial area. I'll be sure to link their event calendar in the description so you can get a good idea of what the city is all about. A lot of the events begin and take place at the community center, but they also find themselves in their 132 acres of community parks or 300 acres of protected nature preserves. Wixom also has some top-ranking schools to keep in mind. Since they utilize the School of Choice program, there are 6 Walled Lake School District schools that serve Wixom students, but don't lie within the city limits, and those schools are Walled Lake Western, Walled Lake Central, James Gessler Middle School, Walnut Creek Middle School, Walled Lake Elementary, Glengarry Elementary, and St. Catherine of Siena Academy. Another resource I'll link in the description is the Wixom Parks and Recreation Master Plan that thoroughly dishes out everything there is to know about Wixom, from maps and city offerings to their budgets and goals going forward. Just some quick insight to that, the main goal for the city is to create more connectivity to residential neighborhoods and continue to build the community up. One of their priorities going forward in response to high demand is to continue to develop the bike and walking paths to better the connections between neighborhoods, to create more safety and ease of transportation. This is something very important to prioritize because in my opinion, a city and downtown area doesn't truly have that close-knit feeling until there are sidewalks in every direction full of people walking out and about. Otherwise, it would just feel like a main road that no one would want to walk on the side of. So why exactly is it fair to tie Wixom to being a hidden gem? Well, there's several reasons, and one that really sticks out is the city is almost a one-stop shop. Most of the great cities across Metro Detroit that I have covered have amazing downtown areas but lack job opportunities. Or they're like Troy where the job opportunities are overwhelming but the downtown and community aspect lack a little bit. Or they tend to have a little bit of both but the location and commute times aren't the greatest. Wixom tends to have it all under 10 square miles. It has a little downtown area, parks and recreation, job opportunities, new developments happening all over the place to put you at ease, knowing the local economy is strong and its location to great nearby cities and expressways is perfect. All that while not having home prices be way out in left field and unaffordable, as that tends to be the case with cities that have a lot to offer. The next reason is it's a city that no one talks about. It's so unbelievably under the radar that it is hidden by definition. Does that mean no one likes the city for some reason? Not necessarily. There's just never too many homes for sale, which means the residents are staying for the long haul, along with rentals getting scooped up relatively quick. Does this current lack of demand mean the city is going to plummet faster than the crypto market?
Oh, okay. I see what you did there.
I can't see that happening just based on the location alone. If anything, it becomes more of an affordable option to be close to cities like Northville and Novi. With all that in mind, what are your thoughts about Wixom? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I hope this video, along with the several others, have provided you some value. If you have any Michigan real estate needs, please don't hesitate to reach out to me and I would be happy to be a resource for you. Until next time.